So let's talk about lighting control. To me, if you're going to do a home automation system, if you don't have lighting, you're missing a big portion of home automation. We've designed this little display because we really have two types of clients that come to SoundCheck. We have clients that are building new homes or they're doing major remodels, and we have clients that are just wanting to automate an existing home. They're not tearing out walls, they're not building a new house, they just want automation. That type of client that has an existing home has a lot of this. We call this bad kind of jokingly, not to be disrespectful, but we see this everywhere. It's wall clutter, and it's not very effective because you could be living in your house for 2 years still trying to figure out how to turn on your family room lights. For that type of client that wants to automate and improve this, we can make that better. The way we make it better is by taking out your non-smart switches and we install our Control 4 lighting switches, our home automation lighting advanced smart switches. The difference is they're all backlit and they're all engraved. So it doesn't remove the clutter, it's still the same bank of lighting, but at least when you're home, you can see what the light switches are. Now for the client that's building or remodeling, where the client says, Mr. Smith, in your kitchen, I have to give you 6 light switches in this kitchen wall because there's not a lot of wall real estate in kitchens, we would say, well, hold on. We have an option. We can take the Romex that would have been pulled to this location and we could put it in that coat closet over there or a food pantry and replace it with a single gang lighting control. That's why we call this best. But this requires planning. So if you're building a new home or you're remodeling an existing home and you want to do away with big banks of lighting or even the suggestion from the electrician that I have to give this to you, we have a solution. These engravings all correspond with these switches. These switches would still be purchased from us and they would still be present, but they would be hidden in a pantry, in the basement, in a mechanical room, in a coat closet. And we would replace that with this. When you're pressing these buttons, this is sending out a wireless signal to these switches that are hidden somewhere else and telling them to turn on or off with full dimming. So even though I could dim from these switches, I could press and hold and dim ramp up or down from this. It's a much cleaner way to have this in your kitchen than this. And it's an important part of lighting automation. When you have lighting automation, then we're able to move you into the next segue, what we call lifestyle scenes. Ultimately at SoundCheck, what we're trying to do is we're trying to set up your home to be really easy to operate. Yes, there's a lot of technology. A lot of people will think that technology is difficult and there's going to be a big learning curve. But we really move these down into lifestyle scenes. We work directly with you to customize programs. So if you're coming home and you need an entry or a home scene that turns on a house full of lights, you have a button to do that.